Hello, and here we are at the January 2016 Dave's Model of the Month review. This model was bought 2 or 3 months ago and it's been in the queue to be reviewed. So now it's at the front of the queue. Let's open the box and see which one it is. Okay, as you'll be able to see, it's a Class 55 Deltic from Bachmann. This is the Locomotion limited edition collection, and it's a King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry 55002. This particular loco is preserved in full mainline working order. I've seen it a couple of times doing rail tours recently. The loco itself has been preserved. It was preserved in, I think, 1981, and it did a kind of farewell tour before it was retired. It then took up position in the Great Hall of the Rail Museum in York, and I, as a 3-year-old, sat on the buffer and had a photograph taken when I was down visiting. So that's when my association, I suppose, with this locomotive started. When it was preserved, it was painted in its two-tone green livery, and eventually receiving the full blue and yellow end BR livery. And I believe it's actually getting painted back into its two-tone. I've heard those stories. But this one was certificated for mainline running, and it was one of the Deltics to do the East Coast mainline services from King's Cross to Edinburgh, then up to Aberdeen. Where this differs from the one I've got already, which is the sound-fitted Ballymoss one, is that this hasn't got a domino head code. This has got the 2 white marker lights at each end, and this one also came with its detail on the nose fitted, such as the lamp irons and rails, handrails, etc. Whereas the previous releases of the Bachmann 55, you had to fit these yourself, which, considering you're paying, well upwards of £130, £140 for a standard fitted model, to expect to be fitted their own details in the front was a bit off. But luckily they've listened to those criticisms, and they now come fitted with all the detail. This one, as I said, is the King's Own Yorkshire Light Infantry, Coley as it's known, and it comes in a superb Bachmann finish. The BR blue is spot on, and the yellow ends perfectly show off the very bulbous nature of the front end of the loco. I've not fitted any of the details, the pipe work, etc. to this. It's just literally out of the box, and it is a superb model. I'll show you it running later in this video. I'm probably pulling some Mark 1 maroon coaches on a kind of rail tour, but if you can still pick these models up, I would recommend them. This one, obviously sound fitted, isn't cheap, but it's a good one to have in your collection. Locomotion actually do very good limited editions just now. They seem to have captured the mood. They've got the APTE, which is just about to come out. I'd had hoped to do that as a January review, but it's been delayed until March. And they've also got the HST in Harry Patch that they had in First Great Western, and they've also got the NRM 40 liveried Virgin HST on the way. So they seem to have got a good handle for a mix of the old and the new. Obviously they've done a lot of steam locomotives as well. So yes, I'll let you see this one running. Any questions on a particular model, please get in touch. And I'm for no expert on the Deltics, but I do know that they were replaced by the HSTs in the early 80s on the East Coast mainline.